Greetings, dear colleagues and partners. I'm sorry to not be with you in person. The loss is mine. I'm speaking to you today from South Africa, a nation I find both inspiring and complex. As I stand here in my third month, I'm continually amazed by South Africa's potential as one of Africa's greatest hopes for an economy that is both caring and fast-growing. However, the challenges are significant. A staggering 59% of the national budget goes to social welfare, 16% goes to debt servicing, and 10% maintaining civil service security. This leaves limited resources for economic growth. So the question has to be, where will the necessary funding come from? Integrated national financing frameworks hold some of the answers. But South Africa is not alone. Across Africa, we face a crucial battle between two competing approaches to strengthening our economies. One approach sees governments retreating from actively supporting households. It forces the households to shoulder the burden of social welfare. The other embraces public investment as a catalyst for growth and development. Ladies and gentlemen, history shows us that African economies have advanced the most when public investments have increased. For example, Rwanda's partnership with the Korean telecommunication company to launch a nationwide 4G LTE network, an investment of some 140 million, resulted in 98% coverage, significantly boosting the country's digital economy. Similarly, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, has disbursed over 11.9 billion to strengthen health systems in African countries, saving millions of lives. The event that we are at today presents a great opportunity for us to reflect on our work and our ability to bring meaningful changes to Africa's sustainable development. The question of how we can ensure finance serves the needs of both people and the planet was first pondered by the United Nations member states in 2015, right here in Addis Ababa. The leaders who gathered then envisaged an integrated financing framework for each country, as laid out in the Addis Ababa Action Agenda. Today, we gather with that shared vision brought to life. Today, we're ensuring that governments have the funding to invest in public goods which are crucial. Kenya's standard gauge railway, for example, the 3.6 billion investment has transformed travel between Mombasa and Nairobi, significantly enhancing trade and tourism. Nigeria's Lekki Deep Sea Port, an investment of 1.5 billion, aims to alleviate congestion and become a key maritime hub in West Africa. Unfortunately, despite the life-changing power of public investments, many African countries struggle to finance their critical development objectives. With narrow tax bases and low revenue collection capacity, African countries collect only about 17% of their GDP in taxes, compared to 34% in OECD countries. Moreover, 89 billion leaves the continent as illicit capital flight each year. So how do we unlock the power of public finance? Integrated national financing frameworks ensure that all available resources are effectively mobilized, allocated, and used where they are most needed. These instruments help governments to align public finance with national development priorities, and they enhance revenue collection and improve spending efficiency. Over 30 African countries are now using INFFs, marking a significant shift from a decade ago. The workshop that we are at today takes stock of the progress and innovations that we see with country-led financing strategies, as well as the lessons learned. It sheds light on the public financing reforms to which African countries have committed in their INFF journey, and how the international community can support these efforts. I want to thank you all for your interest in the issues that we are discussing here. But I also want to thank our partners, the Economic Commission for Africa and UNDESA, for organizing this event, the INFF facility and other partners who are assisting governments in establishing integrated national finance frameworks. Ladies and gentlemen, with a shared vision and collaborative effort, I strongly believe that we can overcome the challenges ahead and turn our aspirations into impactful actions and build a more resilient and prosperous Africa. In Africa, where wealth creation and dignity becomes norm.